welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today in Anime Reaction, we watched the third episode of the second season of Kono Subarashii! If you want to check out our reaction to the third episode of the second season of Kono Subarashii, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga, and don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So on this episode of Konosuba.
I didn't know this time.
Let's see. So they're still broke. They still owe, well, as Kazuma put it, a bigger debt than some countries. And so they're going on a special quest that the lady who runs the
guild?
Adventurers Guild, they're going on a quest that she specifically set aside for them to be able to go try it first.
Yeah, it's a special dungeon crawling quest in what's supposed to be a dungeon for beginner adventurers. So naturally, they're going to find a way to screw this up.
Right.
But apparently, they found a new passage, a new secret passage, and then they're sending our team down to go explore it.
Yep. Yeah, basically, they're Kazuma asked to explore it before they send an actual survey team down there, so that they can get the treasure.
Let's say actual adventures are too rare and too expensive to waste. So that's where these guys come in.
That's mean. But yeah, so basically this episode was about them going and exploring this
A little dungeon crawling.
Yes.
Yep. The majority of this episode was Aqua and Kazuma stumbling through the dungeon.
Being hilarious like they always are.
Yep. All because Aqua is catnip to undead, as Kazuma so aptly put it.
Yeah, so they go to the dungeon. They leave Megumin on the surface with her cat, because Megumin is even more useless underground than she is above it.
Cross-train, damn it.
But like, seriously. Pick up other spells, please.
Or at least pick up another weapon.
Or something.
Gandalf did it.
But so Kazuma and Aqua go down into the dungeon to explore it. And yeah, basically they start running into creatures, and then they run into undead. And yeah, explore the dungeon.
I was among the creatures they run into, I really liked how they made it a nice twist on the classic mimic.
Oh
monster.
my god.
Yeah, that mimic was disturbing.
I like it. I mean, that's the kind of mimic I would want in like any tabletop campaign.
So much better than a box with teeth.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
much better.
I mean, yeah. I mean, a straight up shapeshifter. Because not only is it takes the form of a wall in front of a treasure chest. Let's say it also takes the form of humans to lure monsters to it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. I like it.
That's frightening.
And very frightening.
It was very frightening. But yeah, so they're going through the dungeon. They're running into a crap load of undead, and Aqua's actually not incompetent. Which,
Slaying undead
as I said, it's
holy.
basically like the one thing that she doesn't suck out loud at is using her holy power on undead.
Purifying undead.
Again,
cross-train, damn it.
Right. But I think that's kind of this series. Cross-train, damn it.
But the only one that does is Kazuma.
Yeah. And he almost does it too much.
And he's useless because he's Kazuma.
Yeah. He's the most useful one of the bunch.
Sad, really.
Sad, yes. But yeah, so they go through the dungeon, and then they stumble upon the secret entrance to the lair of the Arc Wizard who created the dungeon. And as it turns out, the guy turned into a lich.
So the Archwizard Keel, well, apparently did a favor for a king somewhere along the way and was granted a wish. Very cliche quest ending.
Indeed, his wish, very cliche wish.
He wanted to free his lover from a politically arranged marriage.
And his lover just so happened to be the king's daughter.
Bro.
Yeah, that kind of pissed off the king, so it ends up that he ends up having to fight off basically the entire kingdom.
Take the girl and run.
And receives a mortal wound, and instead of just dying like normal, he decided to forego the afterlife and become a lich to protect his beloved.
That was actually
A heartfelt story.
yeah, that was quite touching, actually.
Indeed.
Sort of keel.
Yeah. And so, fast forward a few hundred years later, and our inept adventurers end up stumbling upon him, and he turns out to be a really nice guy. Really interesting. Good lich.
Just chilling in the dungeon, waiting for someone to come purify him.
Yep.
Or decay, whatever comes first.
So yeah, he asks Aqua to purify him, send him to the afterlife. So she purifies him, and they take his treasure.
It makes you wonder, how the hell did the rest of the undead get down there?
Who knows?
Who knows, indeed.
But
I just walked up and hit the switch for the secret passage.
But so on their way out, Kazuma realizes something that Keel had said about being woken up because he sensed an immense holy power. Then he realizes that all the undead in the dungeon are naturally drawn to Aqua because she has such immense holy power.
And then he realizes further that all of the Dohan's undead minions were drawn to Aqua.
Because of her immense holy power. And then he realizes, hey, they're not out of the dungeon yet. Maybe I should separate myself from her a little bit. That doesn't really work out, because...
That's when shit gets hilarious.
Aqua.
Though, unfortunately, Aqua is a little bit sharp in these areas.
She knows when she's about to be ditched.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the first time. Ouch.
Hey, why are you walking away? Why? Get back. Why are you so far forward?
Please don't leave me.
Fucking just
Clings on to Cosmo.
tsunami of monsters coming.
And just, oh yeah.
And then...
So Aqua's clinging to Cosmo, and then Cosmo just backs up and just goes...
Well, you hear the kind of roar, and then they both look down the hallway and they're squinting, and you see the tsunami of monsters coming.
He threw Cosmo's detectability.
And it's so funny because they have the music playing, and then there's just a break in the music, and right in the break of the music, Kazuma voips into the shadows using his lurk ability and just lurk. Fucking gone.
Aqua didn't even notice.
Oh, she
noticed.
She didn't notice in time.
But she knew what happened, is what I meant. She didn't, yeah. Cosmo noped the fuck out of that so hard, Aqua didn't even see it.
Yeah. And then she's left screaming in the corridor. Ah, you slurk on me too, please. Kazuma-sama!
Please forgive me, I'm so sorry.
Kazuma! I really love the eye catches in this show because they're really creative. But my favorite ones have to be the ones when Aqua is screaming her fucking head off.
Absolutely.
Aqua's voice actors is really, really good at that.
Yeah, especially those ones like
Amamiya.
This one where, the Kono, please save me, Kono Suba. It was just that quick. It just...
It just flows so well with her, technically her dialogue of her screaming.
Yeah.
It just works.
As you could probably tell by all my intros for this series, I really like the one with her and the crocodiles from season 1.
Yes.
But this one was pretty fucking hilarious.
I forgot how long we were laughing when we first watched that.
Long time.
A very long time. I mean, yeah, guts were hurt.
Yeah. But yeah, so they eventually, they finally make it out of the dungeon. And
Oh yeah, after that screaming eye catch, all we see next is Megumin with her, flat, just expression. May I ask what happened? And then just Aqua's on all fours, bawling her eyes out, and Kazuma's like, "Oh, because you're catnip for the undead." just right into a squabble. Just like continues the laughs from the eye catch.
Yeah, then they
So well done.
Then they go back to town, but in the meantime, we get a little scene with darkness.
And our suspicions have been confirmed.
Well, I mean,
More or
technically
less.
they weren't confirmed, but it's pretty obvious what's going on is that she's being dressed up for some sort of social event.
And she doesn't like being dressed up.
And she doesn't like
At
being
all.
dressed up.
Fighting
They're very clearly
tooth
putting
and nail.
Yes, they're putting her in a corset. It looks like. So,
Cannot wait
and
for
in the
that.
preview, it looks like we get back to her next episode, which I'm very much looking forward to.
Garter
But
belts and everything.
Kazuma and company go back to town and do the worst thing possible.
Get wasted.
Yeah, they go into the guild and they party.
Party their winnings off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
entire-
technically, it's not really their fault necessarily. They're going and getting a nice meal, getting a drink, getting a few drinks, and Kazuma, what is her name? Pretty sure she's on the character list. But Kazuma gives Luna, the woman who runs the Adventurers Guild, gives her a drink on him because she basically set aside
That quest for him.
the quest for them.
Bro move.
But unfortunately, that other guy who always hangs around with Kazuma, he notices it and goes, "Oh, the drinks are on Kazuma today." And Kazuma just rolls with it. Because
Screw
everybody's
it.
so happy. And then, poor Chris.
Poor Chris.
She gets
So-
some screen time.
The entire bar is like,
Hey, do it, Kazuma!
do it! Do the steal! Do the steal!
Steal!
and then Chris storms in the door. Hey, drinks are on Kazuma.
Right when Kazuma's doing it. Hey, I heard drinks are on Kazuma. Steal. Whoop.
Pennies get.
I feel so sorry for Chris.
That's like her purpose in life now. Is to get her panties stolen by Kazuma.
And I feel bad. Absolutely bad. Because she could totally be a star player.
Yep, but instead, Kazuma goes all Gangnam style with her panties again.
Then let's see. Oh yeah, Aqua gets up on the table and does her
Public squirting.
her public squirting.
There it is! Nature's beauty.
Which again,
They brought that back.
Yeah, the
in
other
battle.
thing with when she's turning the undead.
Turn undead! Turn undead! Turn undead! Nature's
Nature's
beauty! God blow! What? That escalated quickly.
But yeah, that was pretty much the end of the episode right there.
I mean, vintage, fucking hilarious Kono Suba.
Pretty much.
Yeah, last week came back to form and it's delivering again this week. There you go. And next week
Very
we get darkness, garter belt, and a corset. This can only turn out well.
Oh yeah.
I'm not looking-
And then Union attempts to have a drinking contest with Megumin.
Oh, good God.
Attempts because all that alcohol gets wasted.
Because that dumbass.
That would have been funny to see, though.
That guy would be lynched.
Right.
Yes. That
You
was-
wasted 6 pints of beer.
Those are bigger than pints, I think. Those
Wow.
steins?
Whatever.
Ouch.
You wasted six steins of beer.
Yeah. You wasted a shit ton of beer. Epic party foul.
Seriously, bro.
He would be lynched.
Anyway, so definitely looking forward to next week.
Oh, yes.
I would definitely say Wednesdays are my favorite days this season.
Wednesdays or Saturdays?
Wednesdays or Saturdays. It's
Any
a
day with
very
Konosuba
it's a very
is good.
close toss up. I think
Is that
Wednesdays gets a slight edge because it's not just Konosuba, but it's also Kobayashi Sunshine and Dragon as well.
But the Demi-chan.
Demi-chan's tough competitor.
All right.
Anyway, Let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this hilarious episode of Anime Reaction. I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo. See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga talks.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga and check out our new and improved Patreon page.